Nah, shit, fucking. Okay, baby. Hey, sometime I'm cold, sometime I'm cold, sometime I'm cold, baby, sometime I'm cold, sometime I'm cold, sometime I'm cold, sometime I'm cold, baby, sometime I'm cold. Sometime I'm cold, baby. This is the podcast, and we're gonna be starting this episode 3, 2, 1.
All right. How we doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Just happy to be here. Thank you for having me on, finally.
For sure, brother. Well, welcome to Sometime with Colton Dover, episode 11. Next to me, you guys just heard his voice. You guys already know who it is based off the voice because of his beautiful, luscious locks. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Van Meter, my good friend. Give it up.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? I hope if you're listening to this in the morning, you're having an amazing morning. If you're listening to this at night, I hope that you're having an amazing night. And if you're listening to this in the afternoon, I hope that everything is going well.
Amen. I mean, if you're listening to this, if you just listen to that and you are driving, you better have not crashed. You're probably now flying.
I hope not. I hope you're not hearing that as you're crashing. That would be awful. Because it keeps playing. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that sometimes plays. And sometimes it even like drops like an octave based off like the pitch that's fucked up during the crash. So you can be like, oh, no.
Imagine you're listening to some dumbass shit.
Have a good morning.
And you just crash listening to the stupidest fucking song. It's like the song you absolutely hate on the radio. It's like the top 10 TikTok song or something. And then
dude,
you just crash.
Drew would die in his Benz with Uptown Road dying up playing in his fucking car.
You know, like if it wasn't so overplayed, I feel like the song would be pretty good. I mean, Lil Nas X actually has some pretty good songs. I've been stuck on listening to one of his songs. I can't think of the name right now.
Panini?
Not Panini.
Panini isn't bad.
It's like that one.
I like the way he's very melodic. He's good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I like his core.
The
his
way
hooks.
they go with his voice, man, is very nice. Like his audio engineer.
I also like his
doing.
tits. I like his tits too.
Yeah, I really like the video where he's
pregnant.
Satan. That one's very nice.
That's nice.
Oh, it's so hot.
It's so fucking hot. It's probably like really hot in there too. Like it's probably like
literally
like hot, like 170, 180 degrees.
Probably
it's
the surface of the sun
for sure.
Hot, you know?
Super humid in there too. Dude, imagine like just farting in there. Oh
Bro,
yeah.
I feel like hell would smell so bad.
Oh, it probably smells like farts.
Dude, it probably
like it's all farts.
It smells like my feet on a bad day.
Probably just smells like Funyuns.
Yeah.
Just Funyun room.
Must.
Disgusting.
Probably a little bit of dry cum smell in there.
Yeah, for sure. Crusty.
Crusty. Like you have that one blanket you don't
Hell.
ever sleep with.
Hell probably smells. Dude, hell smells. Dude, what's like a fucking bad smell?
It's actually biblically.
Hell smells like dick, dude. Probably smells like your
smells-
dick when you jerk off in the bathroom, and it's just a whiff of dick when
I
you.
don't want to be that guy, but actually, it smells like sulfur.
Oh, yeah, farts.
Yeah, it smells very just
Egg.
Yeah, it's
like egg fart.
sulfur. Yeah,
Yuck, dude.
yeah,
That's
bro.
so fucking gross, dude. Like.
Yeah, when I personally sold my soul to Satan and the pit opened up in front of me, it smelled horrid.
Yeah,
He reached out and he looked at me like, "You're a young man. I need your soul." And he was farting while doing it.
Yeah.
It was like Tenacious D a little bit. And then he, I had to battle him for his horn, and I took his little horn and made it into a pick.
And the pick of destiny, right?
No, pick of his dick.
Oh. What was that the subtitle? The Pick of Destiny?
Yeah, Pick of Destiny.
Speaking of Pick of Destiny, are you hyped for Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones 5?
No. Harrison Ford's time has passed.
Okay, but can I actually give you a little synopsis of this movie?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, why this movie actually might be really good?
Try to convince me you won't.
So James Mangold, who's directing it, he also directed Logan. Okay. And Logan
So they're going to kill him off then?
Probably. But Logan is a good... James Mangold is known for doing a good, like, hero at sunset film. You know? So if
Like
he
a
can
hero
pull,
past his prime.
yeah, he can pull it off with Logan. I think he can pull it off with Indiana Jones. Truly.
I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Indiana Jones has passed, man. I mean, there was a little Marvin.
Jesus, chill. Please do not do that again.
Gonna end up like Velocity, dude. Throwing the cat over your head.
Fucking yanked him.
But man, I really feel like Indiana Jones'
Evil.
prime is past. But maybe that's the beauty
That
of
was
this
Jeffrey
one movie.
Dahmer.
Oh boy,
What's up?
you just dropped a big ass name. Don't get me started. Since we're live, I can't say anything about that show because it's extremely fucked up. But
It's a great show. It's a great fit. It's a phenomenal show.
I really like what they did with,
The dad?
yes, the people that were truly affected by his horrific crimes. They nailed that shit.
Yeah, they really gave them. They really gave the audience their victims' feelings, especially the deaf one. The deaf one at the end.
Yeah. But dude, what they fucked up though, why it got so much bad backlash, is they made him too likable. Like he's in prison, and I found myself laughing at.
You got Quicksilver playing Jeffrey Dahmer.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
You got a specific moment in there where he's listening to whale calls. And they're like, "Turn that shit off! It's fucked up. You're listening to people dying, dude." And he's like, "It's my whale calls." You know what I mean? And then they're like, "They should have gave you the death sentence." He's like, "I know, I asked them too, but they gave me 900 years and anyways." Like, I laughed my fucking ass off. Like, that's funny, dude. But they fucked up doing that. Like, they shouldn't have made him likable.
Yeah.
Like, they almost tried to redeem him in a weird way.
Yeah,
like,
it's
he got
really weird.
saved and whatnot.
It's almost as if Hollywood wants to make the villains like the heroes.
I've been seeing that more and more. Or maybe that's because we're getting older and we're seeing that. And
Actually, the reason why that is? It's
Why?
actually just a new way of storytelling, giving the characters depth in a new way. I mean, it's truly actually innovational. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got Darth Vader, right? You got
Darth Vader's always been relatable,
Maleficent,
though. I've never seen that.
but that's a movie about Sleeping Beauty's fucking villain.
Oh, okay.
Maleficent. You got Joker. I mean, that's a prime example.
It's such a good movie.
That's a great fucking movie about a villain. But dude, you root for the guy
Yeah, I mean,
until he killed his mom with a pillow. Spoiler alert. But come on. I mean, at
you
that point, I
haven't
was
seen Joker
I was
by
the
now.
most relatable with him. Fuck my mom. But love her to death. Love her to death. Worst to Tempur-Pedic.
God, Joker was such a good movie. Dude, I wish on everything that they would have just combined that Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, with Robert
Pattinson's
Pattinson's Batman.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, why the fuck didn't they do that?
I mean, it was Todd Phillips who directed it.
Watch, they're just gonna do a multiverse thing, different Earth.
Well, James Gunn is
yeah, he's in charge
he's
now,
the
isn't he?
CEO of DC.
Yeah.
So he's doing something no one's ever seen. But I'm excited what he can do.
I was really, really impressed with what he did with Suicide Squad.
The second one, yeah.
Dude, he came in there
Killing
with-
everybody is
Yeah.
the way to make a DC movie.
Dude,
Everyone
when
dying.
The little rat guy, when he jumps out in the water and immediately drowns. That shit was
Yeah,
so good,
so
bro.
good. Pete
Right
Davidson getting his face shot,
Yeah.
just shot.
I bet Kanye West watched that on loop.
Yeah, probably. That's funny as
That's
shit.
what you get. Yeah,
I
dude.
like Hitler.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Don't
what
quote
the-
me. Don't quote me.
I mean, he said it, bro.
Kanye said
I
it.
mean, like, shit, man. Like, the man, what he's done for fashion and the music industry has to go
I
recognized.
thought you were going to say fascism, but go on.
But what he's doing for fascism, though, because there's a shit ton of people that were like, amen, brother. And it's like, bro. But then, I don't know. I haven't seen the full clip, so maybe it's out of context.
No, the
Who
one
knows?
that the interview did with, what's the interviewer name? The British guy, Drew? On live TV, he was talking to him.
Can't say the name right now.
Morgan? Something Morgan?
Timer, top right. I think it says you got 20 minutes left to score. Just letting you know.
20 minutes? Yeah, yeah. Morgan, whatever his name is. He's an interviewer on live television. He was talking to Kanye.
Oh, Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierre Morgan.
Yeah. He's funny. He said some funny shit on that one.
This is a hot take. I don't think any late night show British American dude is funny at all.
And I 100% agree with you.
How
Okay.
can you like not? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There was a time, maybe in
That
the
was-
late '80s,
yeah.
early '90s, when it was the dude with the massive face. I'm forgetting his name.
Jay Leno. The massive face. Oh, boy got a chin on him.
But
No.
he was good.
Yeah,
you know
he
what I
was
mean?
the GOAT.
And then he had the
Letterman.
dude that
you
had,
got
like-
Letterman. You got
Letterman.
Yeah.
But like once they passed, dude, their prime is gone, and now
Yeah.
it's just Jimmy
Still with us.
Fallon and the other guy, and they're carbon copies of each other.
They're the exact same. I mean, everyone's the exact same person. It's a white, dark-haired dude.
Yeah, with
It's
a
a
black
white,
suit.
yeah,
And they're both extremely awkward.
extremely awkward and just giddy and like. Jimmy Kimmel sucks, by the way. If I have to pick any, Jimmy
Bro,
Fallon's
he's so
funny.
robotic,
I've always
bro.
liked Jimmy Fallon. He's had his own little thing. He's sold though, but like Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking cock, dude. I fucking hate Jimmy Kimmel.
Dude, when
Conan
I see
was
him, I
good,
just think of
too.
like iCarly when he
Conan
was
was
like
good
on
because
iCarly.
Conan had his own style. Conan low-key had his own style.
But even towards the end, Conan was so like robotic, dude.
yeah,
It was so played out. It wasn't a real conversation.
I know.
You know what I mean? It was only
James
when-
Corden. Oh, dude, that's the worst. That is the worst.
Did you see? If you all don't watch Moist Critical already, please watch him. He's an amazing YouTuber. I hope he hears this.
What's
and
up, everybody? It's Critical.
I'm
I'm literally actually right next to Nathan Van Meter.
This podcast is
This
like my grandmother's
podcast
asshole.
is actually a stinky pile of shit.
But he did an amazing like video essay review that some guy did on James Corden, and he called it from the beginning. He's
Yeah,
like,
what
this
happened?
guy.
Sucks. Cats? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that wasn't really his fault, but he made an amazing point where James Corden was just like this plague in Hollywood, where he was just running around, inserting himself into every mainstream movie, like ever,
For no reason.
for 10 years straight.
Yeah, he
You
sucks.
couldn't watch like a mainstream movie with other crazy actors without James Corden having some minor role in it.
I saw him in Doctor Who.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But like that was like I watched that. I'm like, stay here. You know,
We're gonna be watching Indiana Jones 5, and he's gonna show up as a waiter. He's gonna be like,
and Diana, you want to
your name-
drive around and listen to music? Shut the fuck up, you fat shit.
oh, can't say
Give a
that.
fuck. He's the fattest talk show host.
I mean, I'm a pretty big man myself. So
Jay
I
Leno
gotta
was fat too.
I gotta respect that, but it's the fact that how plastic and like
Fake most of
fake
these talk show hosts.
dude,
are.
he was so fake. You could almost see right through that shit. And maybe it's because he was constantly dying inside. But until some things got leaked, where he was straight up being shitty to like hosts
Yeah.
and waitresses and waiters. And then a conversation that he had with some interview, and he said when the conversation isn't about him, he just spaces out. That's definition narcissism. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
that's so annoying.
that's some like Paul Allen shit.
Yeah, that's
Or
some
Patrick Bateman
yeah,
shit.
that's true. Yeah.
That's what that is, dude.
So,
Fuck that guy.
so we're gonna go into our topics.
Okay.
What we got today is using a lot of toilet paper. Is this a phenomenon that you face?
Yeah, I'm a pretty big man, so when it comes out the other end, it's gonna be pretty big itself. You know, on this topic,
The way you worded that is so good.
on this topic though,
Yeah.
you know, men are 90% more likely to fold as women are to just take a fucking handful of toilet paper and just
You know what's funny? I used to just get a handful of toilet paper and do it, but as I got older and
No,
became a man,
you want to
I
fold
folded
that,
it.
do it, look at what you made,
Yeah.
fold it again.
I do a little pinch. I do like the fold and then I do like a little pinch so I know I grab the shit. Like I grab a little bit. I grab a little bit. It's like a little like
Such a gross topic.
dish
I love
or cone.
it. You ever turn around and look at what you created?
Oh my god, yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
my favorite part, like watching it
And
go
the
down.
like if I smell it, like the more I smell it, before I
Kinda
seen
smells
it.
good.
Before I, dude, honestly, yeah. I was like,
It's like, that's my must.
yeah, I'm proud of what I created. But if I smell it before I even seen it, and I can smell it, the worst of that smell before I see it, I know how big. Like it's gonna be big. The worse the smell before the sight, the bigger it is.
You ever have those shits that are just like ungodly? And you're
It's
just
like,
sitting there and you're like,
how did I produce that? Dude, I was, my fucking cat, bro. Because, us cat
does he ever
owners.
cry whenever he shits?
No, I cry
I'm actually-
when he shits, though. But, and he cries when I shit, too. Because we shit next to each other. Because I shit in
You
his
have the litter box in your room.
I shit in his
That's
litter
like,
box.
That's next level, bro. I would never put my Max's litter
I
box.
can't have it anywhere else.
I feel that.
But dude, I was changing his litter, bro, and I saw this Duke, bro. It looked like a snowball of shit. It looked like a yarn ball of shit.
Look at him. He's
It was
looking
a
over
fist.
there. He's proud.
Dude,
A little embarrassed, but he's proud.
dude dropped a mountain of dung. It was crazy. But yeah, using a lot of toilet paper. I've noticed I use a lot of toilet paper. I usually use a lot of rolls, So I don't know. I thought it was just a relatable thing.
It was hot.
All right, so next category, next thing, next topic, favorite porn category. What are you picking?
I honestly watch it for the plot.
Yeah,
So I'm going
the arc.
Yeah, Bang Bros has the best plot.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
I thought Brazers kind of have the best plot. You ever
Oh,
seen
yeah,
their?
Brett. What'd you say, Brazers?
Is it Brazers or Brazzers?
Brazzers.
I thought it was Brazers. That was
This
like
is
a
a
silent A.
tomato situation, but I'm just gonna tell you you're wrong, because it's Brazzers.
Why is it
Yeah.
called Brazzers?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's a sex term that's got lost.
Do you
in
guys know who
translation.
Jimmy Michaels is?
No.
Dude, he's this porn star who's like this skinny white dude who just gets his ass eaten.
I mean,
By
to each
MILFs.
their own, man. I mean, honestly, if I could be in his position, I'd probably get my ass eaten too.
I watched his one video of his, dude, and he was the start of it. He was playing baseball. He was playing catch in a front yard with his friend, and he purposely missed the ball, and the ball went through a fucking window into this woman's bathroom.
Oh,
And
that's
he's
a little
like, "I
weird.
gotta get it. I gotta get my ball." He
know-
breaks it. He breaks into the house. He just walks into the house. Literally breaking and entering.
Sandlot number 4.
Third base. Hey. Yeah, I like a good plot.
Honestly, I cannot really go on Pornhub in good conscience anymore. I gotta be down bad, bro. Because you go on there on the front page is stepsister, stepmom, stepdad fucks
dad,
stepsister,
Dad, mom,
It's so weird,
brothers,
bro.
aunt. Yeah.
You know,
do you know this person in an emotional way? Them getting fucked. You know.
It's
yeah.
so and maybe it's because the taboo, you're not supposed to do it. That makes it exciting.
Yeah.
But to me, it's weird as fuck,
yeah,
bro. And
yeah. They gotta be
it's-
really hot to have okay.
It's weird, man. What it makes me think of is that episode of Rick and Morty when the one Morty with glasses, when they're throwing shit in the wishing well. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't watch Rick and Morty.
Well, there's an episode where they're on Rick's space station. It's Rick's government or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's this little, almost coming of age little story with all these Mortys. I forget what movie they're kind of playing on. It's a really old one. It's by Stephen King. One kid has glasses. There's the chubby kid, eats a lot, whatnot. But one of the kids, whenever he throws his shit in there, he says,
Stand By Me?
yes. Yeah, it's their play on Stand By Me. Yeah.
Ah,
And
that's
there-
not Stephen King, is it?
I thought it was.
Why would Stephen King make that book?
I'm not sure.
It's not even scary.
You want to fact
It
check
is
that
Stephen
for us?
King, honestly.
Is it?
Yeah, see if it's Stephen King, Jamie. Drew.
But honestly, whenever I was watching that, there's a scene in there where the kid with glasses throws his shit into the well, and he asked if incest porn could have more mainstream. And then right after that, every category on Pornhub was incest. It was taboo.
Yuck.
It was, dude, I don't know, man. Maybe Rick and Morty are onto something. They called it The Simpsons.
I mean, I was gonna say no one's got it better predictions than The Simpsons. That's some fucking shit right there, man.
I feel like they give it more credit than they should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been around for so long. They throw so many things at the wall. It's bound that maybe 10 out of the billion that they throw at the wall actually hit.
It's been a lie. It's been one of the most running shows.
Like
hasn't it?
in the background, there was 2 towers that were getting hit by planes. And then in the background, you can see a 9, and then the towers make 11. That's 9/11, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of conspiracies around 9/11, but me personally, I don't like to indulge in them just since an insane amount of fucking people died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't really see myself indulging into that thought process that much.
Yeah.
But
I
mean,
agree.
My point goes, you know what I mean? Oh, Tread just got here. Special guest Beanie Boy. has
Hey,
arrived.
buddy. How we doing? And he's here doing what he does best. Absolutely nothing.
He makes the room more comforting. Yeah, he's been really mean to you.
I'm not mean. I'm just a different perspective of nice.
Called him an asshole on the phone.
I did not call him an
You said
asshole. I
if
call him in a butt cavity.
If you were stuck on an island with me and you said you would eat him, like, I was so confused it came out of nowhere, and you just said you would just eat him alive.
If you were stuck on an island with anyone and you were starving, you would eat them.
I don't know. If anything, I would take the sacrifice play right there.
Nah, I would probably eat him for sure.
I mean,
he
got
would
a lot
too.
Of, like, fat.
I would take turns. Wednesday you get my arm. Thursday I'll get your feet. I'll get both your feet.
You know,
First
this
day.
reminds me of a comic that they did with Wolverine where he was stranded. He was like a prisoner or something, and they weren't feeding him. And how he fed himself to stay alive is he would cut little bits of his arm off, like the little like meat chunks, and he would eat it. And since he just regrows his skin, you just grow back and you just have unlimited source of food.
He probably liked it.
Honestly,
He probably loved
do
it.
you think human meat is like the forbidden fruit of meat?
Dude, I was just talking about this with Drew,
Yeah.
bro. I think that is like the best. Like it might be like the best.
Like, think of our diet. Think of how GMO'd our diet is.
Because like, dude, out of all the people who are gonna eat, it's gonna be like the most elite, richest people.
Nah, they would probably taste like shit. It would have to be like
People
an
who eat it.
average citizen who eats junk food and fast food and all this fatty chicken and all that. Rich people, they have all these crazy diets that are all natural, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very natural. Human.
Exactly. But while we're over here eating straight up pig's feed, you know what I mean?
Pig's feet's fire.
And that's why pigs taste so good.
Yeah.
Because they eat all this GMO'd shit, so we would probably taste fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So after the podcast, Colton, will you give me the honor of eating your arm?
Let me get your pinky. Hey,
This guy.
this guy. Let's dip it in the air fryer. Do little ranchies.
You know,
Dude, honestly, I would do that. Honestly, if there was an air fryer with me on the island, I would cut up your fingers and make tread fingers, fry them in an air fryer,
this reminds me of a game
make a sauce.
that I play. It's called DayZ. If there's any DayZ.
Speaking of video games, next topic: best video game.
Best video game.
DayZ, by the way, is a zombie game. Check it out; it's on Xbox and other places.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wouldn't say that DayZ. Oh, you're good. I wouldn't say that DayZ is like the best game by any means.
Yeah.
But holy shit, is it fun! Especially whenever you get people that really play it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a feature in that where you can actually kill other players. Of course, like any other game around. But it's a permadeath game, so once they die, they're dead. They lose everything unless they come and find you and steal it back, which is like 1 in a billion. It's very rare. But there's a feature in there where you can eat other players. You can skin them. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I kind of want to try human.
But dude, that was so out of the blue. I love that. But once you eat humans, you cannot go back. Like once you get the players in this game, you cannot go back. But it fills your cores, like your little cores in the game, like your food and water, like to the brim. It's like the best meat in the game. But once you eat it, you cannot go back, and your character will start like laughing maniacally. So if you're chilling in a room with another player that doesn't know you're a cannibal, and they just hear They're like, oh fuck, that's a cannibal, bro. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's funny as
yeah,
fuck.
dude, it's kind of creepy, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't know them and you're just chilling in like a room with a fire, and you just hear, you're like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to help other players, and you just hear,
That's so funny.
yeah, dude, it's just like that. And
Yeah.
it changes it. It's like the Joker. But honestly, honestly, best
I want to
game.
eat you.
I mean, I won't say this is the best game by any means.
Yeah, what is the
but
best game though?
It's definitely my favorite. It's the first game that I actually went through and beat 100%. Got all the trophies, everything. Got the platinum on PlayStation. Very proud of it. Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, that's a great game.
That game,
It's one of the greatest like newer games for new gen. For sure.
bro. That game, it's giving me cold chills just thinking about it. Like that game is amazing.
Yeah.
But if I was stuck on an island and I could only play one game for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, it's a great game. That's a
Dude,
great game.
the detail in that world.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You
a
could
great
just
fucking game.
chill on your horse in the middle of the woods and watch, wolves chasing down a deer and eating it, and like bears chasing down the wolves and fighting them, and they'll all get in a circle. And then not only that, but you'll just be walking on your way, dude, and see little birds fly by. Those birds will actually land. They have their own pathing and their own schedules. The NPCs have their own schedules. I know I'm probably blowing your mind right now. I don't know. Maybe you don't know much about this game, but it's insane what they did.
No, we played it together. I think you showed me about it.
Bro, their budget
great
for
game.
that game was like 500 billion or some shit.
Which
or like
makes
million.
me very excited for GTA 6.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be crazy. They're incorporating a lot of aspects, the role-playing aspects that made Red Dead Redemption 2 so timeless. Dude,
Yeah.
you can run into a store, rob somebody, and if you're wearing a mask and run away and take off your mask once you're not wanted, nobody will know that you did it. You know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. And there was a guy on YouTube, I can't remember the guy's name, but he did a little video essay of how detailed that game really is. And he got up around like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the game, in the morning.
Yeah.
And he walked around and followed these NPCs around in this town called Valentine and like Strawberry and all these different like cities, like the main ones in the city, in the game, I mean. And each of these NPCs had their own schedules. They would go, whatever their role was, they would go milk the cows, they would slaughter some pigs, all this and that, and then they would go home after it, go inside their house and go to sleep and do it all over again the next day, but their schedules would be slightly different depending on what happened.
Damn.
So whenever you go into a game, like a town, and you start shooting up at the sky and shit, it changes everybody's schedules like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I probably just like blew the mic.
No, you're good.
What's that?
We're not going to be able to hear you. So
It's okay. No, just tell us. Yeah.
okay.
The official budget for GTA 5.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Budget for GTA 5. $265
Oh, dude,
million.
look up Red Dead's.
GTA 6 budget. Oh my God.
Dude, look up the budget for Red Dead Redemption 2.
$2 billion.
That's going to blow you off your socks, bro.
That's nuts.
That's why it's taken like fucking 14 years for them to make it. And that's also because they
Because GTA 5 was such a good fucking game.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good sandbox just to fucker. Yep. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's up there. And the return on that is insane. They made it they made a gross and profit or whatever the terminology is for it. They made a return of their investment in 1 day off of that game.
Opening weekend, they made back $700 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's insane. It's insane. That's so much fucking money.
That's so much money.
Dude, and it's a beautiful fucking game. Dude, if you're walking around, you can see the cartilage in these players'
Those
ears,
ears.
bro. It's insane. Dude, your guy grows hair.
Yeah.
He can get fat. He can get skinny. He can starve to death.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can get bit by fucking snakes. You can come across random people. You can come across a wolf man.
You can say these players travel.
Yes. Yes.
Just like the Southern Traveler, which we'll be talking about in the second half of this podcast coming very soon. Yeah, we're gonna take a little intermission. So
really excited. Really
yeah.
excited. Hope to see you all back here for the second part.
Here we go. We're back. Now we're back. Sorry. Yeah. So this podcast is also to promote announced a really cool thing that we're doing soon. Also, a little precursor to what we're going to about talk about. Let's go to what Nathan Van Meter actually, he's a great musician. From his hit songs, "Hold My Hand," "Color Cabin." Recently, a great song featuring Scarlux, Humphrey Doom, Valen, produced by Rocco Daro, "Forbidden Fruit."
Thank you.
It's a great discography this man has, and let's talk about it, man.
Yeah. Where do you want me to start? From like the beginning?
Summary of the music stuff into what we'll be doing.
When I was a child.
When I was a kid, I had a
yeah.
pick and a guitar, and then
Oh,
I
boy.
became Thor.
I became Guitar Man.
Guitar Chainsaw Man.
Also, by the way, on a side note, I showed Chainsaw Man to Colton last night for the first time. So
Great
any
anime.
fans listening to this,
Pretty funny.
that's an amazing anime.
Yeah. If you like gore and chainsaw babies.
Yeah. But music has been a huge part of my life since I was, just yay high. I came from a very musically inclined family, and even today, a lot of my family members still can outplay me and outsing me, which just motivates me to go even further. It's just a big source of inspiration for me. So growing up, I just wanted to be like that, and I wanted to fit in and find my little place in that big-ass family.
Yeah.
It wasn't until, I want to say, I was around 14, 15, going like on 16, around there, I started really seeing what I had and like what I could do with my music. I started taking it serious. I started, taking more time out of my day to, perfect the instruments that I was playing at the time or learn some new ones.
Yeah. And you were proficient in majority and to this day guitar and piano.
Yeah,
Keys.
Yeah. I started on piano. I learned that by ear at a young age. Actually, what got me into that is Spider-Man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I was playing an old game.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. I have a Spider-Man on piano TikTok.
Yeah.
If you ever seen it.
I was just like a little 8-9-year-old kid, and I was playing this game called Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Shout out Web of Shadows. That was like one of the first really good Spider-Man games. And at the intro, Spider-Man's walking around this like dilapidated New York. It's like all war-torn, and ships are blowing up in the background. It's the most epic shit ever.
No
and
way.
Yeah, and what's playing in the background while he's like walking in this building with his head down, like super just sad, like defeated, like the hero is, like gone. You know what I mean? Now lies the man. All that sort of stuff. What's playing is Moonlight of Santa by Beethoven, and whenever I heard that song playing over that beautiful fucking cutscene, I fell in love with music. Like, I fell in love hard. Like, I just saw the most gorgeous girl at school, and I made it my life's mission to ask her out on a date. But this metaphorical girl would never say no. She was always sitting there ready to be played and diddled,
I'm gonna play it like a flute, girl.
And so what I did is I took the big ass box TV. You remember those things that were like 900 pounds?
Yeah.
Or at least they felt like it to a little 9-year-old kid. And I put it up on my little dresser.
They were 900 pounds.
Because I didn't have access to the computer because my grandparents knew what I was gonna do on it. Like any little boy would. And I would constantly...
Porn. He's talking about porn.
Yes, yeah. And I would delete the save and restart it and keep on playing that opening cutscene until I learned Moonlight of Santa horribly wrong, but tone-wise right, by ear. And that was what first got me into it. And then from there, I just kept on going. And then I turned, around that age... 14 to 16, somewhere in there, I started taking it really serious, hanging out with friends and stuff, and my friends starting to get to know me, like, it's a piano guy, started going, like, these little, like, middle school house parties, and when they would have pianos, I would play the pianos and, like, would show girls how to play it and stuff, and I started seeing that I have, like, a real, like, knack for this, I like found my thing.
Your
know?
niche.
Yeah. I found my
Your
my
niche.
Yeah. And I want to say when I was 16, I was with my dad and we were bar hopping, and he kept on like sneaking me into bars and this and that. My dad was a great influence. And we ended up going into Smith's downtown. Rest in peace. That place was awesome while it lasted before it burnt to the ground. And they were having like an open mic night or something. And I asked him, "Hey man, does that keyboard work?" He's like, yeah. Because I asked him like some of the songs they had, and it's all drunk white women songs, like Piano Man and Billy Joel and all that. Just the very stereotypical shit that makes you want to gouge your ears out.
Yeah, the dumb songs.
Yeah, it's like people going up there.
Don't stop, believe. That's a great song. Though.
Yeah, that and then Bohemian Rhapsody.
That song sucks.
People tarnishing.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Beautiful, beautiful songs. But I went up there and I played on the keyboard. It was severely out of tune, and you gave me a little mic, and I just kind of tore it up a little bit, singing a cover of one of my favorite songs by an artist that truly inspired me, Sean James.
Hey.
And I just did my thing on the keyboard, and I guess in retrospect, I tore it up.
Dude, you tore it up, man.
Yeah, and I had a shit ton of people telling me, like, you need to go on America's Got Talent and this and that, and that's something I've been hearing for, like, a long time, even before that. And from there, like, I was like, oh, dude, I need to, like, really focus on that, because even that little taste,
yeah,
that little lick of the forbidden fruit, I guess, yeah, was amazing. It made me feel so alive.
Yeah.
Just being in front of all those people and
it's
playing
fun,
that
man.
little song. And then whenever I got done, people going absolutely crazy over it.
Yeah.
And them not believing the age that I was and this and that. I was like, oh, dude, this is sick as shit.
Yeah.
Fuck high school. Fuck this little bubble, dude. I found what I'm gonna do. What's gonna get me far. And I never really looked back. Dodge Pyramid Show. A studio that I'm cahoots with, have been for a while now. I came across them my junior year. I was in a little vape shop in the mall. Yeah, that was like the little hangout spot. They had a couch in there. We were just sitting there and hit our pens all day, and give it to the people at the desk and let them hit our pens and shit. I don't think it's around anymore, so I can say that. And they don't work there anymore, so fuck it.
It's not there anymore. No.
Dude, yeah, there was a period there where it was across, like, the little walkway from the children's play area. And I thought it was the weirdest placement ever. Yeah, literally, like, you'd be sitting there just getting high as fuck on this couch, look over and just hear screaming like you're in a McDonald's playpen. And it was like...
Wait, like you can have dab pens in there and shit?
I mean, no, but we would bring it, you know what I mean?
Who gives
It was
a
a vape shop, who would know?
Yeah, who would
you know
know?
what I mean?
That's
But
funny.
when I was in there, I was sitting on the couch hitting my dab pen, and there was this really awesome guy next to me, and his name was Cameron McDaniel. Shout out Cameron, amazing guy. Congratulations on your child, by the way. If you're listening to this, super happy for you, man. And we were sitting there just talking, and I let him hit my dab pen, and he's like, "Oh, dude, thanks, man. Didn't even know this guy, but I just could feel his vibe. It was amazing. It was very wholesome, very real." And once I gave him the hit of my dab pen, I was feeling super cooked. And I was like, dude, do you want to hear some of my music? And he's like, oh, dude, you're a musician? I was like, yeah, I just got some little recordings on my phone. Nothing too crazy. And I showed him. It's just like me playing my guitar on my phone and, singing and shit. And he's like, dude, that's like actually really good.
That's fire.
And then he showed me some of his music that was actually produced by Rocco Darrow. And it blew me away. It was like I just stepped on a spaceship and didn't know where I was going.
Nice.
I was like, what is this, bro? This sounds like Little Peep. This is amazing, bro. You got some 808s on there. That's crazy, bro. And he's like, dude, well, we're about to have a sequel to my show. We would love if you came. We're the Dodge Pyramid Show. Come check us out. Tomorrow we're all going to be meeting at Rocco's house, Nate Overby's house, his old apartment on Main Street. Come out. He would love to, meet you first before we put you on, all this and that. So I get there. I actually meet Rocco for the first time, and funny enough, my first time meeting him, he looks so familiar. And like even now, like we sometimes like have a casual conversation about it, like when we're drinking or something. I'm like, dude, I still don't know why. Like I recognized you when I first saw you.
Yeah.
And yeah, got to meet him. Got to meet Louie and Jordan and a lot of other people that night. And we just smoked, had an
Nate
amazing
King?
time. No, Nate was not there.
Oh, okay.
I did meet Nate though at the show. I believe I met him at the show. I did meet him around that time too. I met all of them around that time when they were all like together.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing time, man. I showed up the next day, played the Cinco de Mayo show. I saw what they were doing. They packed this tiny studio.
Yeah.
Dude, it was packed, bro. They had a glass blower. The glass blower was giving us dab pens off of his, dabs off of his glass rig that he made, which was insane. And they were fat dabs too. They weren't little like cherry dabs, bro. These things were fucking massive. And I played, and it was at that show that like I met Abraham and a bunch of other people, and I saw that like, damn, I need to kind of like go away and really practice.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna be like the best of the best. I want to come into a place like this and be able to really blow people off their feet. People that know shit. You know what I mean? And so I went away for a while. Me and Nate kept in contact here and there. We got each other on social media. He was kind of watching my stuff. I wouldn't say like super closely, but I could see him watching me. And then I graduated high school. And I went away for a while. I moved back home to Kentucky. Go Big Blue, UK all the way, baby. And whenever I, you know, I gotta represent, bro. You gotta represent, man. Dude, back home it's crazy. It's like you are here with fucking Indy, man. Like, you know, Notre Dame. Dude, bro. When KY loses, people burn cars in the street.
Jesus.
People riot, bro. People
That's sad.
riot.
That's super fucked
And I've
up.
seen it. I've seen people almost flip a car and burn a couch in the middle of the road
A game?
over a lost basketball game.
Insane people. Insane.
Over somebody missing a shot with a ball.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
So when did you come back to Dodge then?
So when I was out in Lexington, met a lot of colorful characters out there. I have a lot of stories about that, but I feel like that would probably take up too much time. I was just getting show after show. I actually did America's Got Talent. My brother convinced me. He told me if by some chance you actually get through, it will be publicity nonetheless. Even if you get X'd off, it's whatever. People will at least see you and you can say you did it. So I went and did it. I said, fuck it. It was a free entry. Or I think it was like a $15 entry, whatever. Did all that. Didn't get far at all. So a little bit of a secret about that. About America's Got Talent. I'm about to spill some tea.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so
Spill it.
everybody that goes on like America's Idol or whatever gets nominated to go onto the show. Everybody passes the preliminary thing. It's just whether you have the money to pay the TV productions to actually go on the show itself and meet all of these crazy celebrities and shit.
Really?
And it's like thousands of dollars.
Are you serious?
Yes, and they dress you up in wardrobes and this and that. Yeah, but you have to pay a fee to these TV companies that run these shows.
Oh my God, it's so fabricated.
Yeah, of course. And that's what I knew from the beginning. I was like, dude, they exploit these beautiful testimonies of these amazing people for views just to X them off and then forget about them. And you never hear about their amazing lives ever again.
Fuck that.
You know what I mean?
That's fucking bullshit.
There's like a couple winners that you can name off, but like in the last 5 years, I bet you can't name a single one. You know what I mean? Exactly. The show's dead. But I knew that, you know, at least it would be something. And, you know, I can say I did it. But yeah, no, it's a little hot tea for you. Everybody
I mean,
passes.
America's Got Talent. I mean, there was a like Sam Morril. He was a comedian on there, but he was a road comic before he went on America's Got Talent. So he probably had the money to do that. But I mean, I guess like I don't know.
Here's some more hot tea for you. Whenever they let those artists through that just fuck around and they immediately get buzzed off and they're just a laughing stock, they did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, those are fucking actors.
No, those are real people, but they let them through just to make fun of them.
That's shitty. That's shitty.
Yeah, it's TV for you. It's cruel.
That's so fucking shitty.
But when I was in Lexington, I got to meet Sean James, as I said, my biggest inspiration in the last half. Got to meet him finally. Amazing guy. He gave me some beautiful advice. He really showed me what a amazing musician should be. You know, like really like a model student, if you want to say.
Yeah.
Through my connections, I got a gig at TD's. Wait, have I told you the story of TD's?
The vape shop.
No. TD's is like a blues bar.
I think you told me. Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't want to spend too much time.
Okay,
On this.
yeah.
But so I was, I was just in Walmart getting my oil changed because it was like raining or whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to change it myself.
Shout out Cordova.
Yeah, no, fuck Walmart. I'll never have them change my oil again.
Yeah, it's shitty.
They literally took a tube from the roof and sucked out my oil out of my engine. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. But anyways, so when I was in there, I met this guy in there. His name was Larry. People call him Larry with the dreads. We talked for a while. He let me know about this place called TD's to go down there on Wednesday nights around like 9 o'clock or something. He told me if TD fucks with you, he'll play with you. If not, if you're up there being super chauvinistic and like you know everything, like a lot of people that I meet around here, no cap, there's the T, you will get kicked the fuck out. They will boot your ass to the fucking curb, bro. They don't fuck around in there.
Yeah.
They're real deal. Either that or he was just trying to scare me. I don't know.
Sounds like a real
It was a real genuine blues
bar.
There's
Saloon doors.
Dude, no. Like, you walked in there, there's red lights, and it's a dark room. You know what I mean? For, like, when you first get in there, like, later in the night, like, they turned on all the lights.
Like, all right.
Yeah, we got to make this
We
shit
gotta clean
inviting.
up.
Yeah, exactly. But when I was in there, I was asking around, you know, telling people I met Larry with the dreads. I'm looking for TD, this and that. People, dude, I'll never forget this one guy. He's sitting there playing pool, coolest cat around, bro. Like, something out of a fucking like noir movie, man. Like
that's cool.
detective.
That's
you know?
neat.
Like, where's your boss? You know?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing pool, and I ask him like, "Hey, man, my name's Nathan. I met Larry Dreads. I'm looking for TD." Like the most like little kid ever, bro. Definitely not old enough to be in this bar. I have like a little stash at this time because I fucked up my beard, so all I had was a mustache. Yeah, dude, the guy looked weird. And he literally looks up at my dumb fucking face, says nothing, and looks back down and continues to play pool. Okay. Most intimidating shit ever. Man didn't even have to say anything. I knew his power levels were over 99. But I continue to walk around until this one gentleman comes up to me. He's like in his 40s, 50s, older gentleman. And he's like, "Hi, young man, what's your name?" Tell him my name. Tell him, you know, who sent me, who I'm looking for. He's like, "Oh, nice." And I'm like, "What's your name?" He's like, "You can just call me Obama." I was like, "Oh, okay, bet. I can roll with that."
What the fuck?
Yeah. But I was just kind of rolling with it, man.
What?
It's so weird.
What is
I don't know. I think maybe he was trying to test me to see if I was like racist or something. Yeah, it was a very hard
he black?
white test. Of course, yeah.
Oh, he was a black guy?
Yeah.
Just call
Dude,
me Obama.
Yeah.
I would laugh. He'd laugh.
a little bit. Yeah,
It's funny.
But it was a joke, so like he laughed with me. You know, I was like, okay.
Just call me Obama.
And so I sat down. Yeah. And he just started like venting me a little bit, asking me questions, like same questions Larry asked me. I told him who I was, what I was trying to do, what I do. And as we're talking, I'm looking on his wall, and his wall's got all the blues legends on it. You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, Buddy Guy, a shit ton of guys. And I start seeing his picture on the wall in front of like crowds of like insane proportions.
Whoa.
And he's like sweating.
This
dude.
is TD?
Yeah, this is TD, man. TD, remember the name. This guy's a fucking legend. I want to go back home soon and like relink with him, like with my band, and like go into his establishment and play if he'll have us. Just a little hole in the wall in Lexington. TDs, man. I think they're on the map now, so if you look them up, they'll be there.
Cool.
And so we get done talking. He asked me, he's like, "Hey, man, did you bring a guitar?" And I told him, "No, I don't want this to be a proving ground. I just came here to watch you, man." He's like, "If I got you a guitar, would you play?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I would fucking play." He's like, "All right, bet. I'll come to you in like next 20 minutes. Where will you be?" I was like, "Probably at the bar." I'm at the bar. People are talking to me. You know, they're trying to scare me like Larry was. They're like, TDs and talk to nobody. They're like, we had one kid come in here and say he ran TDs, and they showed up to his house, and you know this and that, and you know all this shit. And I was like, "Oh damn, yeah, I'm not like that. I'm just here to have a good time and meet people." Okay, yeah. And like it wasn't like that at all. Like it wasn't sketchy or nothing. I feel like I'm painting the wrong picture of this place. It was all love, man. It was like walking into a church of blues.
That's cool.
It was a very real sense of family and community in that joint. And it was real as fuck. I haven't felt anything like it around here yet at all. So he comes up to me with the guitar, It was an older acoustic. Strings were a little bit rusted, like something you'd probably find like in your grandma's basement. And he, asked me, he's like, "Hey man, is this good?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's perfect." And looking back on it now, I feel like that was a true test of privilege. You know what I mean? Because there I was given an opportunity to play with this absolute fucking legend. You know what I mean? This hidden gem in Lexington. But am I too good for this older guitar? Fuck no. If you know me, I don't give a shit, bro. I throw on whatever's clean in the morning. Sometimes it's not even clean. I don't care. As long as it's closed, bro. You know what I mean?
If it's covering in the tits, I'm good.
And so he tells me we're going to play our set. In 2 hours, we'll call you on. And so I, he calls me on. He's like, "We got this kid from Indiana. He's come here to play with us." And I get up there. I play with TD. And it was an amazing time. He ended up playing with me. People are going crazy and whatnot. But yeah, I guess that's the story of TD.
Hello. We had to take a brief intermission. But hey, I just want to talk about this. So, fast forward to, you're at Dodge Pyramid Show.
Yes, it was right after I left Lexington.
Yeah, you're back at Lexington. You're back with Rocco Dar. You guys linked up for Dodge Pyramid Show Showcase 2.
Yeah.
And
that
May 8th of 2021.
Wow, that's amazing that you have that fucking date.
Yeah, I do have that date. The reason why, because I was really wanting to go, and I couldn't go, so I remember the date. And it was just linking back with some people, seeing it where it progressed in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And more than a year, 2 years, correct?
Right now?
Or no, between Dodge first time with Dodge, and then
I would say about
2 years,
3 years.
Yeah, a good amount of years, and then you're with Dodge throughout these new showcases at Main Street, and then now with different showcases there with different comedy and stuff. Give me what happened with the projects, the transition of the quality of projects that you started doing, because you're doing stuff on SoundCloud, you're doing stuff live. Go into what you've done with projects with Dodge.
Well, whenever I moved back, me and Andrew behind the camera, shout out Drew, we recorded a song in his basement. It was my first song ever. It was my first experience, I guess, recording in like a semi-studio setting with Josiah. Shout out Josiah. He's a real-ass motherfucker, man. That dude's a real-ass dude. He's been on his shit. No cap. Shout out Josiah again. God, I love that man. I haven't seen him in a minute. But anyways, so yeah, I recorded that little song in our basement. It's a fun, 4 hours, 5 hours. We cranked it out in one night. Got done at 4 in the morning. Yeah, 5 a.m. Yeah. But I want to say the quality really went up whenever I ended up getting reintroduced to Dodge. Nate reached out to me on Facebook. I found it a year late, him asking about what I did, out in Lexington. How's it going? I told him, long story short, I'm back. I would love to talk more and whatnot. Playing my little guitar, showed him a little dumb song, Ben, Where'd You Go?
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, that's Friends. They love that song. I love that song.
We haven't played that one in a minute, so let's go hear that again.
I'm just trying to be more serious.
Yeah,
but I love it
no,
too.
I love where you're coming from nowadays. It's pure.
But that right there is an example of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started with a simple conversation with Nate after me coming to Dodge for a while. I was in there for about a couple of weeks, and then I talked to him hey, man, these studio sessions, I'm going to have to start paying for them, right? He's like, yeah, eventually. I was like, okay, man. Well, let's set up a little bit of an agreement. I asked him, it was almost asking a girl to prom. It was a little awkward, but that's what kind of was the fun of it. I was like, well, Nate, would you want to be my producer and manager? He's like, yes, I would. I was like, yeah, she said yes. And so it was just a verbal agreement, shook on it. And then from there, we started working on Southern Traveler. And that took about a full year. I was working about 70 hours around the clock on my job. I would get off. I would go straight to the studio and get to recording. And that was when the quality really started going through the roof.
Yeah.
You showed me a lot. He introduced me into a whole new world of producing and recording. And it was a lot of fun. At first, I was nervous, like anybody would be. And then he let me know, he's like, dude, with the technology we have now, you don't need to be this stressed out. You can fuck up mid-song, and we can just stop and re-record that part. And that was when it kind of clicked for me. I was like, oh, wow, this is amazing. It's not 1950 where it's one take.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can
You
straight
know.
up just fuck up midway through, bro, and just, oh, we didn't like that.
Yep.
And even if you did like that part later, it's still there. You can still put
Yeah.
it in, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was when the quality started really coming in, and then the quality of Southern Traveler, if you listen to it with headphones and you listen closely, you can hear the quality.
Yeah, I remember when that dropped, bro, and I was in San Francisco.
I remember that.
And it dropped on, November 11th?
13th.
13th, okay.
We were in Montana whenever you FaceTimed me.
Yeah, so we were not even in Indiana when this was out.
Yep.
And we were at places where it was enjoyed.
Yeah.
Dude, I enjoyed that album spoke to me truly, like, there. And just the way it was engineered, everything was layered perfectly with the sound. Like, dude, the opening, the Hold My Hand, and, like, the ambient woods is just so beautiful.
We
and
nailed the foliage in that.
it's just the imagery that it gives, especially for, a person like me. It's beautiful. It was beautiful to experience, and it's a beautiful experience every time I listen to the album. It really gives you that that shit, man.
Very campfire feel.
Yeah.
Campy, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to take the sounds of my home and put it into a project.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has been blessed to grow up where I grew up. And I miss home a lot. I miss being in Daniel Boone National Forest, jumping off the Red River Gorge, and going up to the Natural Bridge. You know, when Drew and Cole came down, we did all that. I showed them all my favorite spots. Yeah, I miss all of that. And I wanted to incorporate a lot of those sounds and a lot of that energy into that project. And it paid off.
Yeah.
You know, I had people like you calling me left and right. I had, a friend of mine, Tim, calling me left and right, telling me, like, hey, man, this project is amazing. You did fucking spoken word on this bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? You did spoken word on Smile? Nobody does that.
Yeah.
And I did it. It was just like a spur of the moment, no matter who you are, what you're feeling, like, I am you. We are one. We're together. Whatever you're feeling now, this too will pass. And, yeah, that was just when everything just kind of clicked for me. And fast forward now, we're working on an amazing project. And I just want to say, Colton, what you've done for Southern Traveler, bro,
Yeah.
by
thank you.
writing this amazing, detailed, thoughtful script
Yeah, I'm really excited.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that.
Appreciate
I want you to know what you did, bro. Not everybody can do that. You brought my stories and my characters to life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you straight up like Star Wars this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You created a whole world.
I'm really excited I appreciate those words. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm really excited to, when I listened to your album, all I said was, this is audio straight out of a movie. Like, where's the imagery? So my job was to give imagery to this album, and I'm gonna give imagery to this album, bro. And it's really exciting to. I mean, dude, the poster was released soon or recently, and
It got a lot of great feedback.
I'm really glad. And fun fact about that poster too, and lately we've been like, we've kind of been unspokenly, how can we how can we create a theatrical version of the Southern Traveler logo? Because the artist you did was like that
Jesse.
was
Shout out Jesse.
Shout out Jesse. That was the Southern Traveler album's cover.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I can't, I could hit up Jesse. We can do all this for the Southern, and we could still do that. But, for a poster for, kind of like a time where we should, start teasing this a little bit, I should start doing something with this logo. And I kind of did it a little bit. And, I threw it on the photo shoot kind of we did on the way from Indianapolis, and dude, that is a good first teaser poster.
Mhm.
And I'm really excited to use that logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's extremely primitive.
I'm just very happy that I went out there and watched the sunset, and I'm very thankful for you all taking those pictures.
Yeah,
Because I wasn't even thinking
I
about
saw
that. I just
that.
wanted to watch the fucking sunset. 'Cause
I
it was
think
so
Hold My
gorgeous.
Hand. I swear to God, I think one of your songs was playing when we were driving back.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's. So again, and writing the script, I mean, when I wrote Cruise's Vengeance, that took a good 3 to 4 months. When I wrote, because that was when I first actually linked with you guys. When I hit you guys up, I went to your backyard, and you were playing guitar,
Oh,
and
good ass times.
Joshua was there.
Shout out
I had
Josh.
a beard, and I was like this, and like, what the fuck? So like, and then doing the black shirt, that was more like of my own. That was my own like art housey type shit. So that took, a little shorter than usual. But Southern Traveler took so long. Like I've listened to your album, dude. So you know how people did like the Spotify replays,
Yeah.
and I did the Apple Music replay, right? Southern Traveler was like 65, 70 hours.
You're a real one for that.
It's like because I listened to that album back, and it's a 30-minute album. It's a beautiful fucking masterpiece of how much songs are on it? 10? 8 songs, right? Over and over, just to master each song's story. And it was a very interesting project because I've never seen a movie that's done something like that before. And it's a music video motion picture, and I'm really excited to execute it with you. So yeah, I'm really excited.
So am I. I'm really fucking excited to make this with you, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, you took a story that I told through music. If you know me, I love telling stories. I'm a storyteller. I love making stories too. If I had the ability to write a book, I would, but I like writing music, so that's my own little book. And you took this project and turned it into a movie, and I will always be thankful for that.
And let's talk about the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll give a little synopsis of what the actual film's about, because if you guys ever actually listened to his album,
By the way, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, please,
I'm so sorry.
Talk about your album.
But you are actually like the fourth person that had me on #1 at their Spotify.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And that blows my fucking mind.
You have great music, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
You have listeners.
it blows my...
Cat
It
sucks.
doesn't feel real. You know what I
Same.
mean? I don't want to be that guy. Like, it didn't feel real. But
Toot in your own horn!
Dude, it does not feel real.
It doesn't feel real.
To have people that genuinely are affected by this project.
Yeah.
But sorry, I just needed to say that.
It's
'cause
really, yeah.
I'm beyond thankful for everybody that has.
I'm beyond thankful
clicked on that.
for you for making it, man. It's just it hits on a level like all these feelings, dude. I remember when you showed me that when we were shooting the promo for the Dodge Comedy at downtown Mishawaka when we were in your car.
Yeah.
In my car, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, to this day, I still feel like the first time I listened. Dude, that is a pop gem of just. It's just a beautiful song.
So a little bit of a fun fact, a little bit of a story behind that song.
Yeah.
That was during one of the first recording studio sessions with Rocco.
Yeah.
And then that song, to me, just kind of disappeared into the oblivion. And then Rocco came to me like a couple months later. I was like, hey, man, listen to this. And it was all these feelings.
Yeah.
He stripped it of the guitar. He kept the tone of it. He
Wait, so there's a guitar like.
there
Wait.
originally was.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
That's an actual song of mine on guitar.
Hold on. There was an original like acoustic version?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Where is that at?
It's on my Instagram. I can show
I
you.
need that.
Yeah, I can show you.
I need that. I need to hear that, dude. I've only heard that.
Yeah.
I only heard Rocco's version.
Yeah. No,
Yo.
Yeah, that was all Rocco.
What?
Yeah, Rocco.
I'd love to hear that.
I mean, he took that song from like an acoustic, kind of campfire-y, kind of like retribution a little bit, because I'm talking about like girls and, pain and all this and that. Talking about all these feelings that I got for you. You're so predictable, this and that. And he turned it into a, like you said, a pop classic.
And it was I mean, that sounded like the first. Oh my god!
Yeah, he heard the vocals and was like, "Dude, I need to throw a beat over this," and I'm very fucking happy he did. And I'm not even gonna lie, a little bit of some insight on me. Whenever I first heard it, I was like, "Rocco, what the fuck is this, bro?"
You probably did it.
Because like Rocco, he thinks 10 years ahead. You know what I mean? And he knew that this song was gonna go crazy. And I love it. I love it now. Yeah. But when he first showed it to me, I was like, bro, what is this? Like, this is so weird to me. This isn't my music. But he's like, no, trust me. People are going to love this. And you're going to end up loving this because I fucking love it right now. Yeah. And, dude, that was the most played song in the first week of my album. That was the number one song. It's
so good.
Yeah, dude.
And, I mean, back to, like, with the film itself, if you guys have heard the album, the story itself is Nate, like Rocco and Nate, I think produced this album to have the viewer take it as whatever they want to take it as.
Yes.
Which is the best way to make art. So given that, I kind of had the freedom to turn this into some kind of anything really with a story. So the story I kind of led with this Southern Traveler being Southern Traveler. He has no name in this film. He goes down a journey of weird uncertainty, just a lot of ups and downs throughout the story, and meeting people, meeting things, and it's really exciting I'm really excited to show you guys the story of where the Southern Traveler actually travels, throughout from the beginning and end of this, and it's going to be very exciting. Truly.
It's like I know we're just kind of going on and on, but we cannot contain our excitement about it.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, we have the cast itself too. I mean, it's Dodge, alumni. I mean, we got Rocco Darrow.
We got Lindsay. We got Bryce.
Lindsay,
we got Colin. We got Cole. We got so many. We got Stone.
Yeah, we have Stone Orbit playing.
We have pretty much the entire Dodge cast in this movie.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we've already found a shit ton of spots where we can shoot.
That being said, too, which I'll probably talk more on air. I'll talk right now. So my girlfriend, she's a student in college, and I drive to her university.
Good for you. Mm-hmm.
And it's snowing like crazy. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's going down right now.
And I drive from Manchester to South Bend, Mishawaka, and it's rural. It's 75-80% rural.
Yeah. Straight flat plains, Indiana 101.
But a lot of spots that look very very cinematic, and I'm really excited to explore that region of Indiana. I'll talk more. I'll tell you off air what these places are, but I'm really excited to shoot over there. I'm gonna try to, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna go to Kentucky for probably like a weekend or something. I mean, that's doable. Yeah, and shoot like a scene or something. B-roll, some B-roll.
We can do that.
I'm really excited. I'm shooting for 2024, which is enough time to really sharpen this tooth. I think giving this that much time is perfect.
Whenever we go, we're gonna have to bring bear spray. 'Cause where we're going is straight up woods.
Bet.
Yeah, and there's like whole ass bears there. We'll fucking tear you apart.
Okay, we'll bet we'll have that camera. But I'm really excited to shoot this film with everyone, and have this on my list of stuff I've completed, because I haven't worked. I mean, like I was saying with Cruise Vengeance and Blackshear, I worked 3 to 6 months on those projects. But this one, I mean, it's been a year and a half, yearish almost since
Southern Traveler
actually dropped.
Almost 2 years. Yeah, about a year.
So
and a half.
So about a year and a half since I started writing this film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the script is done, people.
The script is done. Script is finished. 4th draft.
Came out perfect, though.
Yeah. It's my first script with binds, metal binds. I'm proud of that.
Thing is fucking thick, bro.
It's a very exciting.
She's a hefty girl.
Yeah, ran the print. Shout out Drew who printed the paper.
Yeah,
The hard
shout out.
shout out hard copy. But I'm really excited. We're gonna do some more table reads in the coming future with people, and it's really excited to yeah. So
It's gonna be a fun shoot, man.
Yeah.
And as I said, I'm really excited to unveil what we made. And as I said before, it's been extremely well received. If you've go to the comments on the poster,
yeah.
it's extremely well received. People are excited. People
Yeah.
are waiting, and that makes me super excited. That people are ready to hear, this album again, but not only hear it, but see it, to truly see it. And you mentioned something else earlier that was pretty profound. Whenever we made this project, we made it in mind to tailor to anybody's pain, to anybody's story.
Yeah.
Because I believe universally, our experiences might be different, but the pain that we feel is very much the same.
Yeah, the journey's pretty much shared.
And this album is a guide.
Yeah.
It's a guide through that pain to let people know that, or whoever is feeling said pain, that they're not alone in it. And that just that's what I want to do. And I'm really happy to finally show it, unveil it on screen,
Yeah.
because just the story that I made is a story of just finding yourself through that and figuring out that you cannot have pain without love and love without pain. It's balance.
Mhm.
That's the yin and yang of life. And I'm just excited, man. I get all warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuzzy. Well, is there anything else you want to add, bro? Anything new? Anything else, man? We're wrapping up soon, so.
Yeah, go listen to my new single, Forbidden Fruit. It's teaser for my new upcoming album, Kickback Forest.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I mean, there's some bangers on that album we've heard.
Yeah,
first
it's
show, so
not
I'm
so
really-
much as story-wise.
No, it's. I mean,
yeah.
like it said in the title, I think it's a kickback, bro.
Yeah, it's just kickback, just like, a little bonfire, listen to some crazy tunes, some psychedelic music.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for this movie project. And I just want everybody who is listening to this right now that has made it this far, I appreciate you. I appreciate the listeners that listen to Koleton's podcast. I
Appreciate
thank
it.
you
Thank you
for supporting Homie, for supporting me, and supporting Daj. By the way, Daj is doing very well. We just had our gala event, fully packed house. It was an insane
My
fucking
parents
event.
were there.
Yeah, your parents were having a good time.
My parents were there. My parents were at the event.
They were having a very
yeah.
good time.
They were bummed that I wasn't there.
Yeah, dude, they came up to
I
me
was
and kept on
very
telling me
upset.
how well dressed I was because we were all wearing suits and shit. But I want to propose this paradox to anybody that's listening before I go. If zombies were real, why wouldn't they eat each other? Think among it, talk about it, argue. I leave on that. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you call? Is that why you called me that one night?
Think about it.
I
Think
remember
about
you called
it.
me at night,
I called them like 3 a.m.
asking me that question.
And I want everybody to think about it.
Thank you guys so much for watching Sometime with Koleton Dover. With your host, Koleton Dover, guest Nathan Van Meter. Check him out. Nathan Van Meter, Van Meter Music, correct? Nathan Van Meter Music on Instagram. Yeah. Check him out. Check me out, Koleton Dover Films.
Make sure to check out Dodge Pyramid Show.
Yes, as well. Rocco Daro. Check out Humphrey Doom. Check out all those guys. Valen.
Lindsay.
Yeah. Check them out. Check them all out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Twitter, Koleton Dover, with no O or no E. Figure it out. Snapchat, Royal Chat. It was my gamer tag in 2016. Fuck you. TikTok, Koleton Dover Films. Koleton Dover, the Koleton Dover Comedy on TikTok, actually. Fucking idiot. Koleton Dover, GQ. I'm kidding. I don't have a fucking GQ out yet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Anything else you want to say?
Remember, if zombies were real, would they eat each other?
Goodbye. I'll eat Zach.